Talk about being a business trip. We come here on the road and come out here 2-0. It's a good football team. Obviously we left some things out on the field that we'd like to have done better, but we just continue to get better. So, you guys got questions?
Why did you decide to play Nate in the second half?
You know what, it came down, we went first two series with Chad, then we went Nathan, and it just kind of felt like what we did. Last week, we went with Chad, this week we went with Nathan, and just felt like he was a little higher, a little bit more on target with some of his throws, and it's just kind of, next week it might be the other way around, so we'll just keep, it's great. I think we got two damn good quarterbacks, and we'll just keep evaluating.
So it'll be competition during the week. How do you decide?
There's competition every week. I don't care where it is. I mean, you guys saw it. I didn't give it to you before the game. We saw Bam Bradley starting. Compare started last week, and Bam had a better week of practice. And every week we're going to compete to get better, and you better show up for practice, and that's what it comes down to. But Chad had a great week, and so did Bam, and whatever else happened.
So you don't know right now who's going to start against Iowa?
No, I couldn't tell you that right now. We'll look at the tape and evaluate, and we got two good quarterbacks. That's all I need.
What did he show you?
Say it again.
What did Nate do well tonight?
I just thought he ran the team better. It just seemed like he was in a better rhythm. Out, maybe it's the weather, but who knows? Maybe he ate Wheaties for breakfast. You don't know why. It just make a coaching decision. And Coach Chaney felt good right there with it, and I was right with him. So like I said, we got two good quarterbacks, and Nathan just seemed to run the huddle better and move the ball down the field, put the ball where it needed to be. I think Tyler Boyd had 11 catches, and that was a guy we needed to get the ball to. I don't know who threw the best balls or where his 11 came from, but
How's Quadri?
Quadri's okay. Just had a cramp. He's just cramping up, and he's fine. But a young pup, Darren Hall, Ohio boy, coming back home just about 40 minutes down the road, and did a good job at the end, just taking over for it. Quadri's got a little cramp, and Tyler got a little cramp because of the heat out there today. The heat and the sun, they cramped up.
There's a saying, if you have two quarterbacks, you don't have one. Is it safe to say you disagree with that?
I totally disagree with that. It's all how you play it.
How big was the touchdown before halftime in terms of momentum swing?
It was huge. I mean, we left some points. We kicked the field goal, we got down there, and we missed a field goal, and then we go for it on fourth down because we're down to the same goalpost. You're like, heck, let's score, and you go down fourth down, and you don't get it. So that was a huge play. There was a few huge plays in the game, but that was one of them for sure.
You got some consistency out of your defense tonight?
No question about it. I mean, give up that one run, which still irks me. Looking for perfection, but I think they had a little over 110 yards or something like that. And I think it's always a good day when you do that. But just clean up. They're just still learning the defense, and feel you're in that game situation. It's just a tiny little thing that that I think our middle linebacker did do the right thing, I think, on the play. And Freeze looked like he was a little bit wide. Everybody sometimes wants to do somebody else's play. They see that they're throwing out there, so he wants to move out a little bit. But they got to understand how the puzzle fits. And once they learn that and understand that if they all do the little things right, it'll be okay.
How big of an defensive line met what your expectations of them were this season?
Well, last week in the fourth quarter they did, but I think today again they got better. But it's like I tell our team and I'll tell our defense every week. It doesn't matter what you did last week, what you do for me today. And it doesn't matter what we did today. Now we're on to Iowa, and if they were good today, what are you going to be tomorrow? But they did a nice job today. I saw good penetration up there. Got a few pressures on the quarterback. We let him sneak out a couple times where the pocket was just I don't know where he got through in that fourth quarter. He popped one through on us. He didn't get a first, but he gained a couple yards instead of a sack. But defensive-wise, D-line stepped up today and played a good game.
I think especially your defensive tackles made an impact today.
Yeah, I think so. So did Rory. Having Rory Black. I mean, he gets Rory gets a sack down. I think on that far end, kind of messed up here where it was. But I think all those guys, when you hold someone to 103 yards or 10 yards, whatever it was, your front seven played pretty good.
Are you getting sufficient pressure from your pass rush?
Okay. We'll go back and evaluate the tape, but I think when Rory got a sack, it was four-man pressure. I know a couple times I just watched the whole D line just engulf the offensive line one time. I was like, why don't we do that every time? So we'll look at the tape and see.
There's a lot less rotation on defense this week. Was that the plan going in? You were going to try and stick with maybe 13 guys, 14 guys at most?
You said on defense or
on
D-line?
Defense. Defense as a whole.
I saw Felipe out there sometime in the second half. Caprera was always out there, I think, and We moved. I saw Folston get some snaps at end today, which was good. We got Wajinis in there, like I told you guys on Thursday that I'd like to have done, and he got in there. And so we get to find out, what some of those guys do. So I think we may have rotated more guys. I don't know. And safety, obviously, Reggie didn't go today. I think he'll be ready for next week. And trying to think of who else. I think Patamaro got some snaps, so I don't know. You guys check the participation, I guess.
Biz and Chris, were they close to being able to go? Or
Biz was close, but just didn't practice, like we'd like to. And Biz could have gone. It was an emergency thing if we needed him, if someone got hurt. But it was nice to get him and Scarpinato. I don't think played today, which is fine. We just got to get both those guys healthy. And we feel like to be real good, you're going to have to practice during the week. And that's going to be our motto. If you don't practice during the week, it's going to be hard to play on Saturdays. And we threw Biz out there a week ago, and he didn't practice and maybe didn't play as well as we want. So we don't want to put him in that position, or our football team. So he'll get some snaps this week, I'm sure, and he'll be able to practice. I expect that both of them this week.
James
players
too?
waiting in the wing. This is the last
Chris James? Chris James?
Chris James is ready to go. I don't know if he got any snaps today, but he could have gone. He practiced 2 days last week, and we just kind of went with what we knew, and Chris is ready to go.